Hi, you guys. I am so excited to come to you with the Orange is the New Black Season 2 Netflix TV series. First, I would like to say thank you for tuning in to this new video. And thank you guys for supporting me, commenting, still viewing my videos, even though I have not been here for a long time because of school and working two jobs and just trying to enjoy life outside of YouTube. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Now, basically, I'm not going to give an episode by episode review because technically it just came out June 6th, which was yesterday. And all yesterday, I finished school on Thursday, so that was on the 5th. And then Friday, I got an email saying that it's officially out. It's premiering. You can look at all the episodes, and there you have it. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I pressed the button to press play, and episode by episode, I just kept watching like nonstop. Of course, until it was time for me to go to work. But then when I came home, I watched it. I picked up where I left off. First of all, if you have not seen season 1, I do suggest that you see season 1 first before moving on to season 2, only because a lot of the characters from season 2 are from season 1. And I think there are only 2 or 3 newcomers or new characters to the show for season 2. So, yeah, that's my advice first, because that's the point of having a season after season 1. The second thing I would like to say that I freaking loved season 2 and the excitement, because I was actually glued to my phone for the entire 2 days. Yes, I watched it nonstop because it was that good. And I had more time on my hands, so I was able to actually dig and just actually watch the entire thing and not of course I break in between some days, sometimes throughout the day. But yeah. So today was I watched the last 2 or 3 episodes today. And it's, like I said, it's 13 episodes. It's on Netflix. All of them are on Netflix now, so you can watch them. Season 1 is on Netflix as well, so you can watch that too before you go ahead and jump into season 2. But I would like to talk about the characters. Well, the ones that I do remember, because I just got done watching it. The main character, well, one of the main characters was Piper Chapman. Piper Chapman is she's a inmate who was from season 1, and season 2, she goes through a lot with getting, I think it's Volcru. I think it's a privilege that you get depending on the circumstance of what your life is going through right now. You may get Volcru to leave out of jail / prison and go with your family for, depending on the length of time, 48 to 72 hours, which is 2 to 3 days. So she had the privilege to do that, which comes later on in the season. This is not like the very first thing in the episode, but she, of course, she got a lot of backlash from a lot of the inmates, because a lot of them, they applied for 6 months straight, a year, probably a couple of years, and all of them had family that were passing away or were sick, or a newborn baby was being born, or graduations and stuff like that, and they weren't granted. Nobody ever gets that privilege, but Chapman did. So Chapman goes through this phase with, realizing that her and her fiance, I forgot his, is it Victor or Larry? Sorry, Larry. Larry, they end up breaking up in the season. They also, she finds out that that Larry and her best friend, I forgot her best friend's name, but Larry and her best friend, they actually have sex, and they fall in love, and the her best friend, I forgot her name. Oh crap! But her best friend actually divorces her husband for Larry, which is Piper's fiance. Um, which is strange because you would think, oh, you would think that they wouldn't do that because out of respect for what their circumstances are and what they're going through, you expect for that to not be the case, but it happened. Um, in the beginning of the season, you would see Piper going through the trial of being transferred from her original prison that you guys are used to seeing her in with all the rest of the inmates to transfer to a Chicago prison, which is co-ed. And I did not expect that at all because I didn't think that there were prisons out there now that um, are co-ed. I didn't know that. At least I didn't think that was. I didn't think that was legal. I thought that was kind of like, wow, like really, you guys will have the opposite sex in one building. Like I don't know if because they didn't show a lot in that time because she ended up getting transferred back to her old prison with the ladies. But yeah, but it was kind of strange. Like it was a black guy. They were getting on the plane and like they would stop and they would have to go all the way to Mississippi and pick up these group of guys, inmates, sorry, male inmates, and they would go to Chicago, and then that was their prison. They all had to get checked in, bend over, cough, and all that stuff. Just the regimen, and then for a while she was there, but then she didn't know that she thought she was going there because because of what happened last season was when she tried to kill one of the other inmates. I forgot her name, but she was I would say the best way I remember her is she was the blonde the blonde prostitute in Hustle and Flow with Terrence Howard. So the white girl with the blonde micros, that was her. That's in this show as well. The one that Piper tried to kill. So, but I will put all the characters' names and the real names at the bottom so you guys can understand who I'm talking about. But, yeah. But I'm just going to give you a little snippet. It's like, of course, you got two new characters that come into play. At the end, there was fights breaking out. Two people escaped from prison, and actually one dies at the end. One escapes and and she doesn't get caught. Not gonna tell you who it is. It's just it was an overall good season, and I probably gave you guys a couple spoilers, but I didn't give it all the way, so you guys were like, oh screw it, I'm not even gonna watch it no more. But it's a really good season. I hope you guys. I mean, I don't. This is a review, but then this is not a review because I don't want to give it all away to those who haven't seen season 2 yet and doesn't even know about the show yet. But this is a really good show. I a true advocate for the show because it actually helps you to understand, even though it's under script, like it's scripted. Sometimes you don't really understand that some of these things that go on in real prisons, actually they're showing on this series. So, these may be characters, but this actually happens. These are true events that happen that we don't know about. So, or we do know about and we don't say anything. Like some of the Delia and the officer, they, how they're in love, they're a couple, but there's a law between inmates and prison guards or any staff that's in the prison building. You can't have you can't have a love affair, or the officers can't penetrate you, which is have sex. For those who don't understand that word, you can't penetrate, an inmate, because that's a violation. And not only that, but if you were forced upon, the officer can go to jail. So it's a lot that goes on in prisons that I really, of course, do not know because I've never been. But as far as being an inmate, but I do have more respect for those who have to go through that process, because it takes a toll on you. And I think this, and I like this show too, because it actually helps you understand that everybody is a person. Everybody is equal. Some people may be doing the same decision, or making the same decisions, or making the same choices as somebody who's in jail now. But the only difference is that they did not get caught yet, or they did not get caught at all. So it's not like you're any different, or any better off than the person who's in jail. It's just you did not get caught, or or your sins were covered, or whatever, or you had a big time lawyer, or like I said, you never been probably got caught. So yeah, but that's my review. If you guys want to know, like, in more detail of what the storyline is about, because there's multiple storylines, and I will I will comment back and give you guys some. I'll leave the links down below where you guys can watch you got the first, of course, you have to first sign up for Netflix, and it's $7.99 a month, which is awesome, and you get like unlimited almost everything, like TV shows, all kinds of stuff. But there are some movies that you cannot watch due to DVD queues, which means that you will have an ad on your bill to watch certain movies that are not accessible. You will have to watch it through a DVD, I think, software or something like that. So yeah. But other than that, there's tons of shows. They've really done a good job this year, because they added a lot of old shows I love, and now I can watch them nonstop, no matter what the case may be. So yeah. But that's my review, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.